Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leslie for those who are new to my channel, and I'm a mom of two amazing boys of 3 years old, and the youngest one is 1 year and 8 months right now. So today will be a story time that I've been getting a lot of comments. People keep on telling me do a story time about my oldest son Brian, Febrile seizures, and why not do it for you guys? So let's get to it. So my Brian started his seizures when he was 2 years old, and like right after I gave birth to my youngest one, Dominic. It was like a couple days, I think it was a couple days later or a week later, something like that. I was in bed. I was texting my sister-in-law Brenda, and we were just tweeting, talking, laughing, or whatever. And my fiance got off work, and he came home, and I gave him the pump because it wasn't working. I needed a latch and it was just not working. So he went and returned it. While he was doing that, Brian woke up and he was like, "Mommy, where's Bobby? Where's Bobby?" And I was like, "He's at work." But he wasn't at work. He was at the store. And yeah, that happened. Next thing you know, like what, a few minutes later, he was at the edge of the bed, shaking really bad. I'm like, what is shaking? And I got up and looked, and he was having a seizure. I didn't know what to do. Literally, I didn't know what to do. I was freaking out, called my fiance. He was like, "Why are you calling me? Call the ambulance." And I called 911, and I also was texting and calling my mother-in-law. But way before I called 911, I was calling her, and like that woman ran barefoot because she had keys to my house, because she was also taking care of me because I had a C-section and I was all stitched up. So she grabbed him and she was like, "What's going on? What's going on?" I was like, "He's having a seizure." And I was on the phone with 911, and they were telling me what to do when it comes to having a seizure. And I was following everything they were telling me. Sorry. And the ambulance came, and they were like, "Mommy, you're gonna have to come with me." I was with just basketball shorts and a tank top and some Nike sandals, slides. And I ran over there. My mom kept on calling me. I had no time for nobody. My son was the most important. And as soon as we got to the hospital, the doctor was like, he had a febrile seizure, meaning the fever went through his brain and it caused him to like have a seizure. And you won't know that he's having a seizure until you like literally feel that he's about to have a seizure, because I didn't know he was having a seizure because his body wasn't hot until he got the seizure. That's when his body started reacting and he started to get hot, really hot all over his body. So he told us what to do before he has a seizure. Like if he has any kind of infection, treat it. If he has an ear infection, antibiotics. If he has a cold, medicine. Anything like will cause him to have a seizure, we need to like give him medicine. And he been having seizures. Right now he hasn't had any since what, a month or two ago, but that seizure lasted to a minute, and the doctor said the seizures cannot last more than a minute, then it will be called epilepsy. And this time it lasted to a minute, and I was freaking out because the night before that day he had the hiccups, and we were like, well, he has the hiccups, okay, it'll get over, he will get out of it once he falls asleep. We were wrong. He started to have a seizure, and I was just sitting there like an idiot, and because I was half asleep, and when I told my fiance to come with me because he having a seizure, so we grabbed him and we took him to the bathroom to see if he would throw up, because he felt like he wanted to throw up, and he wasn't. He wasn't even responding or saying anything, and it was really freaking me out. We gave him medicine, nothing. And we took him again to the bathroom to see if he wanted to throw up. He just kept making the face, but he never threw up. We got ready, we took him to the hospital. As soon as my fiance walks inside the hospital, he ends up throwing up all over my fiance, well, his dad, and by the trash can. And the nurse was like, what's going on? She got all worried, and my fiance told her. They took us to a room, and the doctor showed up and was telling us that they were gonna get some tests on him, and they keep on giving him medication until he was feeling good. And we ended up going home like around 5 o'clock in the morning from 10 o'clock at night. I was like, oh my god, I was exhausted. But it was crazy. Just giving him medication, that he was fine. Until he felt better, he was gonna go home from 10 o'clock at night all the way to 5 o'clock in the morning. And my fiance had to go to work. He ended up not going to work. He felt better, but he still was just like out of it throughout the whole day, and it was on a Friday. But yeah, I have some questions that a lot of people been telling me, and one of them were like, can you die from febrile seizure? Well, no. There's no evidence that a febrile seizure can kill you. Other people be like telling me through Snapchat and IG, because I post when he has his seizures, if it can cause brain damage. No, it doesn't cause brain damage. Well, according to his doctor, he said that it doesn't damage his brain at all. It triggers a febrile seizure. Well, I said this before, it caused by like any kind of infection or like a cold, and if you don't treat it, you get a seizure. But most kids don't get seizures when they have an ear infection or a cold. It depends on the child, because the youngest one he hasn't gotten sick, thankfully. He had fevers, but to the point where he'd be like all fuzzy and doesn't want to be. He's a quiet baby when he gets sick. All he wants to do is sleep. Can you have a febrile seizure while sleeping? Of course. When you're awake, when you're sleeping, but it's mostly when you're sleeping. That's when my Brian be having it the most, when he's sleeping. How common are febrile seizures? Well, let's see. To be honest, I really don't know. But as I was told, like approximately 30 to 40% of infants or young children have seizures, but it's from when you're a newborn to 5 to 6 years old. Told us that he won't be having no more seizures until he's 6 years old. So we gotta wait until he's 6 years old for the seizures to go away. What temperature can cause seizures? Higher than 102. Do febrile seizures disappear? Yes, on their own. Okay, this is the one that I've been more comments on. What do you do when your child is having a seizure? Well, first of all, you have to like clear everything in the area that the child is seizing in. They can't have toys, nothing that's gonna make him choke. You have to put him or her to the side so they can seize like comfortable, because if you just put them with their face facing up to the ceiling, they can choke in their own saliva. And you must stay with your child. Who doesn't stay with their child when they're seizing? And don't put anything in their mouth while they're having a seizure. Do not stop by any means. Stop them from moving. Let them have their seizure. As soon as the seizure stops, you can hold your child. Most of them have foam coming out their mouth or they're drooling. My Brian drools. Sometimes, not all the time, when he has his seizures. What to do after a seizure occurs? Okay, keep other people out of the way. Clear hard or sharp objects away from the person, which is your child. I have been saying that before. And what I said on the previous is the same thing. What to do after having a seizure. It's the same thing. Place him or her to the side. Keep any objects or people away from it. And yeah. That is all I have for you guys. I just feel bad for my Brian. Like, it's scary. Let me tell you a part. There was one day. What happened? Come here. Oh, be careful. There was one day when... No, it wasn't a day. It was at night. When Brian was having a seizure. But before he had his seizure, he woke up screaming. Okay. And then I woke up screaming with him. And my fiance woke up and was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" She's scared. I was like, "He scared me." And he was having his seizure. And it was a very scary moment. every time he has seizures. You want to speak to them too? Yeah? Say hi.
Bye.
This is my Dominic, the crazy one. The one that barely gets sick. And when he does, he's just a quiet baby. Right, Dominic?
Yeah.
Right? Well, what? What happened? Thank you guys for tuning in to my story time on Brian having seizures. Yeah? What are you trying to tell them? Huh? What are you trying to tell them? And I'll be doing more cleaning videos for you guys, some DIYs, any mommy related videos, and I'll try my best to upload 2 to 3 times a week. No, puppy. But for now, this is all I got for you guys. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the support. Yeah. And I'll appreciate so much, so much that you guys been following me.
Bye.
I'm not saying bye yet. Refer me to your family, friends, anybody. I appreciate all the support. Right? We appreciate all the support. I love you guys so much. Ready? Bye. Say bye.
Bye.